Guys, look over there. Uh,
Say that again, but a little slower.
guys, look over there.
Like, guys, look over there.
Guys, look over there.
All right, so I'm not sure if this is just an issue on Discord, but you are really choppy right now. Maybe that's just because I don't know, you have Audacity running, so the audio is being mainly focused on Audacity. But yeah, no, you just sound really choppy right now.
Um,
I don't know. Maybe it's when you're recording specifically.
I turn off the my. What? Okay, how about now?
Oh yeah, you're talking smoothly now.
Okay, yeah, I had the input sensitivity low, so that's why I was probably cutting out a few bits.
Oh yeah. So just one last time for the line.
Guys, look over there.
Nice. All right. Then Mares and Colt have more dialogue, and then they walk over. They find Antheus. They talk with Antheus for a little bit, and then Mares introduces you all to the god, and then you're just saying. So for this scene, since this is an astral plane, realistically, you'd be a little freaked out if you were suddenly transported to an astral plane after. Actually, in the story, by the way, you're transported here because your leader fell for a leave my balls joke. It's pretty funny. Me and the
Okay.
boys had a laugh at it. But anyways, so all right, so of course you're not like scared out of your mind exactly, but you're a little nervous. You just right, so you say to the god like, "This is heaven, isn't it? This is
Okay.
heaven, isn't it?"
All right. This is heaven, isn't it? This is heaven, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. Where is the next line? Your character does not have that many lines.
What exactly is?
Oh shit, where's that? Oh wait, there it is. I
Yeah,
found it.
I have Control F going on, so I can see it all.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing all of this on an iPad front in the basement, so I'm just there's not even pages on here.
No, you're fine. No worries.
Oh yeah. So yeah, so it's just so what exactly is our plan in casual tone?
So, what exactly is our plan? So, what
Perfect.
exactly is our plan?
Nice. By the way, is my talking gonna interrupt the audio at all?
I don't think so. I think Audacity is strictly just on the on
Oh
my
yeah.
Focusrite.
Well, because when I recorded, I used the Craigbot thing, my Discord server, and then we do well because I forgot if I've even told you, but that body acting session that you were in a while ago was for a podcast of mine actually, where we have like a machinima intro and machinima outro, pretty
Gotcha.
much. Yeah, yeah, for some, it's a lot of satirical bits in it. So pretty much what we do is you record all the lines alongside the actual podcast itself. And yeah, so that's something that one of my buddies, Cannon Bolts, was trying to convince me to turn into an actual machinima. And I'm trying to tell him how innately funny the idea of a podcast with a coherent story is, and he just wasn't getting it. It's such a funny idea. All right. But anyways, continuing on.
having a
So yeah, normally
podcast
we
with
do the
having a podcast with a coherent story through and through to like able to quote unquote animate next to it would be quite interesting to do in
Well,
the
because the
first
funny
place.
part is that I don't even because there's this one thing I completely forgot about until one of my friends brought to my attention. It was called like the Midnight Gospel, which was
Uh huh.
made by the same guy who made Adventure Time. And it's pretty much a podcast with a story. But the way
Gotcha.
my podcast works, that's more like a video game story almost, where it's a beginning cutscene, then it's a chunk of game, and then it's the ending cutscene. So
Gotcha.
right, we walk into the vault. The guy holds us at gunpoint. He says, "Final bite, I'll be in your podcast," and then then we do the podcast, and then we do the whole ending. All right, but
Fine. I
anyways, back
guess
to
we could
this.
do a podcast.
Well, because right, he tracks it. He's been tracking this down for like a week now. So then he finally catches up to us, and then I'm just like, "This be best discussed over a podcast." And he's like, "Oh, fine, I'll bite. What's this podcast all about?"
That's
Yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah. So pretty much. Also, yeah, this right here is just for the finale of it, which is going to be more, which is going to be more story than actual podcast, just because it makes a lot more sense. But anyways, moving on to Warhall still.
Okay.
Yeah. So where's his next line? Okay, so I'm pretty sure all right, what's the plan was like his last line for that scene. And then it teleports us back to Cam's position, my character's position, and then before them walk up to him, Cam and Colt have a little bit of dialogue. Then you scroll down, and then right then we're all discussing
What should I
what the
do?
plan would be. Yeah, then Warhol. This is more of a simpler line, as you can imagine. It's just like, what should I do? And then I say, what's your specialty? And you say, kaboom. Just plain simple,
Kaboom.
kaboom.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
What should I do? What should I do?
Nice.
Kaboom.
So like a little bit more gusto, like kaboom.
Kaboom.
Perfect.
You want a
And
few
then,
more kabooms in there, just so you have give your take from.
oh yeah.
Kaboom. Kaboom.
All right.
It kind of reminds me. I did a radio play at my school called 20th century something or whatever, and like um we were making fun of like an old commercial called Indulge toilet soap or something. That's like every time we said indulge, we had to put emphasis on indulge. So
That sounds funny.
it's a similar take in my mind. It's like kaboom.
Kaboom. Like, oh, what's your specialty? Kaboom.
Your man's need a new deodorant? Trap kaboom.
uh,
Filled with black powder, gunpowder, pine tar, and something else
and
nasty that
surprising
they.
amount of shrapnel, baby.
Yeah.
Kaboom.
And a lot of shrapnel for exfoliating.
Like the smell of I don't know, burnt down villages in the morning. Kaboom.
All right. Next one is got it.
So then a big fight scene happens that I had to edit because yesterday me and my buddies found out that what I wrote down on the script, though I thought was possible in Halo, is not actually possible to do in Halo. So I'm gonna have to edit this out. But anyways, so then later, Warhol then says, "Got it," because I tell him to shoot down a Falcon, and he says, "Got it."
All right. Got it. Got it. Got it. I got it.
All right. And then we move down a little bit more. Oh yeah, so then if you scroll a little bit down, we have this big monologue where right, it's essentially this is where the podcast part comes in, where it's all the past guests coming back for revenge. Or I betrayed every single one of them. So then they're all, grouping up on me. And then it all happens and they say, hey, they're gonna kill me. And then you and then the rest of the mercenaries come out of nowhere. I'm just trying to
Oh, I see. Fun line. That's 3 points, you dirty whore. I don't know much of the context of what's going on, but it sounds like a fun line nonetheless.
Oh, you've seen Red versus Blue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so right, that's a reference to text pretty much, right? Throws a grenade, blows up, and then Donut yells, "That's 3 points, you dirty whore!"
Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, wow. It's been a while since I've seen Red vs.
Yeah.
That series still going on, or did they end it?
Well, I mean, it is, but they rebooted it, so it's complete garbage now.
Ah, gotcha. Sounds
Which
about
really
right.
sucks. The season 16 and 17 were like letdowns, but then like 18 was just terrible. God damn, how do you make something that bad? But yeah.
Is it just
But
one of
anyway,
the shows that you should probably just let it die and leave it at that?
well, because the thing was that a bunch of people for 15, 16, 17 were saying that it was kind of being beaten into the ground. where it was no longer inventing new things for the Reds and Blues to do. It was more or less trying to latch onto old things. The
Gotcha.
character arcs that they had already gone through and shit like that. So then it was kind of uninteresting to watch unless you were just there for the funny Red versus Blue antics.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
fair.
18 comes gets rid of all the original characters except Carolina, Washington, and for one episode Tucker. And then they just replace them with an entirely new cast of one-dimensional shitty characters who
Yeah,
like aren't even funny because the Reds and Blues are one-dimensional in the first season. They're at least funny. The new guys are just not funny and one-dimensional.
yeah, that's
So, yeah.
fair. I mean, like I know Red vs. Blue like downsides on like a lot, or Rooster Teeth in general downsides a lot of stuff, but
Oh yeah.
right onto this next line. That's 3 points, you dirty whore.
So if you remember the line, because right, he says it with like a lot of gusto and sort of like an revenge thing, right?
Yeah,
So he yells like, "That's 3 points, you dirty heart!" Right, and this sort of, if you don't mind yelling that out loud.
I'm gonna be confusing my roommates, but go for it. That's
That's
three
also why.
points, you dirty whore.
Oh, let's go.
That's
Dude,
three
I just
points,
want.
you dirty whore.
Can I say that? But try and drag it out a little bit longer.
That's 3 points, you dirty whore.
Nice.
Let me get a couple more in there.
If you really want, you can get a couple more in there.
That's 3 points, you dirty whore.
Oh man. Even Donut doesn't even say that line with that much vigor in his voice.
I think that's enough confusion for my roommates.
He's just wondering, like, what the hell did he just yell?
I mean, like
What does that even mean?
they know I stream on Twitch, and I scream a lot sometimes, and like, so it's not too out of the ordinary, but it's enough to like. Definitely gonna get questioned once I leave this room.
I mean, hell, I don't even know three. Well, I mean, hell, I don't even know why he said specifically 3 points. I'm pretty sure. I don't even know why Donut yells 3 points when he throws a grenade anyway. I'm pretty sure he's just making up points now. Yeah. All right. So right then he makes that joke, and then a big action scene transpires. Scroll down, see if there are any lines Warhall has from here. Because right, Warhol does a lot of killing in this scene, except I don't think he says a single line in any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and then he is back. He is killed with a sword temporarily. He gets revived later on, so I'm just gonna scroll down a lot because he is not
You,
in any
you
of these scenes.
you want me to do a death sound of some kind?
If you want to do some kind of like because you're right stabbed in the back with a sword. If you want to do one of those, you can do it.
All
But I
right,
usually just use whatever game audio comes from the grunt the Spartan makes when he dies.
fair enough. Because I know once you get stabbed, all the oxygen from your lungs usually gets escaped, so it's a very like more of a gasp kind of sound. I learned that
It's
one
like,
from Chris. I learned that one from the amazing Christopher Lee from Lord of the Rings and whatnot. But
ooh,
so
nice.
it's a little dramaturge knowledge to you if you start recording more death sounds in the future. But
I
yeah,
don't know. I'm honestly thinking, as much as a lot of this is caked in satire, it's kind of like an Edgar Wright satire where it's all handled very seriously, except for a couple of jokes here and there.
yeah,
So I think making some kind of cartoonish death sound effect would be a little over the top. So I was thinking of making the death sound effects just straight up heard blah like from Red versus Blue, but nah, I couldn't do.
we
I'm
should do
not
the
going that
we
far.
should do the standard Wilhelm scream. Oh, or whatever the hell it is.
Oh my god. And just copy and paste that for every time someone's dead. So instead of one of the guys get hit by a car, it's just the same thing overlapping.
I play video
Oh my
games,
god.
but every single time someone dies, it's just a Wilhelm scream.
Dude, me and my buddies are actually creating the set for one of these scenes, and we just thought it'd be such a funny idea to put one of those stunt ramps in Halo Reach Forge in there for just no reason at all. Because right, one character's supposed to drive off a cliff or drive off the bridge, right? Because he's invincible, so he can't die. So he just does it for the hell of it. Then we're thinking, how funny would it be if there was just a stunt ramp there, so that he just drives all the way into the ocean. And we thought that was so funny, and then we add that in there. Why is there a stunt ramp and a random 400 structure? Because it's hilarious.
Fair enough. All right, let me record some death sounds. Should be good.
Nice.
Now you got to,
All right,
now you got your
so
own sound bites if you want to throw those in there somewhere else.
oh yeah. Oh, hey, who knows? I might just use some of those for all four of the mercenaries that get killed in that scene.
Awesome.
Turn them around. All right, so I found back where the mercenaries pull up, and yeah, like I said, I remember you having a lot more lines. I gotta be honest. Uh, I did this for like the bigger machinima project that I'm working on right now, or I've kind of put on hold so I can focus more on this finale. But pretty
Stab him
much,
in
I
the
would.
balls. What the fuck?
Okay, now this is a whole other thing. This is a whole other thing. So Colt, as you can tell by like the earlier conversations, he's a complete dickhead, right?
Gotcha.
So he's yeah, right. So he's a complete dickhead, and essentially, where is it? God damn it, where is it? So it's oh my god, I already lost it. Okay, so it's Colt sitting there, and then Colt's talking, and then Bella, right? Bella is talking to talking to Heron, and he's like, "Hey, where'd you get that sword?" And then Aaron's like, "Oh, Halo gave it to me. Here, you want it?" And then Bella says, "Yeah." And then it cuts back to Colt, and then Bella, because she's part of the same faction that Colt was part of, except she didn't get to become some kind of agent of God for fun enough,
Gotcha.
right? So then she yells, "Hey, Colt!" Also, it has been established that this sword can go right through the invincibility, because it's also the same one that killed all of them earlier. So right, so then she yells, "Hey, Colt!" Right, and then this is right, Mears and Warhol just egging them on in the background. Go get him! Kick his ass!
Stab him in the balls. All right,
I
that's
actually really like this dialogue. I tried to make sure this didn't fall into the domain of virtue signaling, but man, just this bit was so funny. I didn't want to cut it out.
All
Stab him in the chest, stab him in the balls. I changed my mind. Stab him in the balls. Bella says, "I'm gonna stab you in the balls."
right. All right.
I'm gonna shoot you over the edge. I'll survive. You won't. And then the god walks by and says, "Your invincibility was revoked. It was a mistake giving it to you, Maris." And yell, "Stab him in the ball! Stab him in the ball!"
All right.
Yeah. So for all
So
these three lines of just right yelling, "Stab in the balls! Kick his ass!" Just sound like I don't know. Just sound like really hyped up about it. Like you're ready to see this guy yell and stand it to him.
all right.
Right? So you're just sitting there and you're just like, "Stab in the balls! Kick his ass!"
All right. Gotcha. Stab him in the balls. Come on. Come on. Come on. Stab him in the balls.
A little slower, a little slower.
Stab him in the balls. Come on
Nice
now.
one.
Stab him in the balls. Stab him in the balls.
Then also kick his ass.
Kick his ass. Come on. Stab him in the
Yeah,
balls.
for kick his ass, sound a little calmer for kick his ass. Just like kick his ass.
Kick his ass.
Nice. And then yeah, for the other two, he'll be riled up his house. Like stab him in the balls. It's such a funny bit.
Kick his ass. Stab
I
him
hate
in the
to.
balls.
Oh man. All right. Then I think the next time he's seen is.
That's it.
I think that is it, because later we see the Lancers again, and yeah, I think that is the last time we see him.
Yeah.
Because then Colt is like, "I don't know why you get to keep the sword," and then Halo's like, "Well, because I earned it." And then Colt's like, "Yeah, I got stabbed in the balls with it. I'm in the balls." Hey.
Oh God.
It's just stupid. I know I'm kind of preaching my own work here for a second, but like, man, that's just it's such a stupid joke. Stab in the balls. You
I
just
mean,
got killed, just got revived, and the first thing you start yelling is "Stab in the balls! Stab in the balls!"
the way I see how a joke can be done is if you could still laugh to it 2 or 3 times after you open it up with it, then it's still a funny joke. If it
Yeah.
if you laugh just the first time, but you can't laugh a second or third time as well as you did the first time, then it's like, cut it. Then you move on.
Because I hate to sound elitist, but that's my problem with a lot of the sitcoms that are going on, or that have been going on recently. Where like The Office and Brooklyn Nine-Nine are some really well-made shows, but all their jokes are kind of one and done for me.
Oh yeah,
Hear
most
them once,
definitely.
you hear them a second time, and then it just falls flat. Monty Python, on the other hand, dude, you watch that shit over
Oh,
and over again.
that shit's
Never
fantastic.
stops getting old.
That shit's
You seen it?
fantastic. It's Monty
Yeah, have you seen
Python. It's
Airplane?
fantastic. Oh my God.
Have you seen Airplane?
Yes, I have seen Air. Oh my God. Anything with Leslie Nielsen, I fucking love it. Like the Naked Gun series for one.
Oh, that's also hilarious.
It's such a great series, especially if you want to see
Oh
OJ
my
get
god.
his shit slapped. That's just hilarious.
Oh my god. Well, dude, just got. Oh man, because we're like I said with the stunt ramp earlier, me and my buddies were like, "This sounds like a bit right out of Airplane with just a random ass stunt ramp in the middle of this 400 structure." Oh my god, me and my buddies were watching Airplane on movie night the other day, and we just couldn't stop laughing, dude. Oh my god, every bit, it's unrelenting. Jesus Christ,
Remember,
it's amazing.
we're all counting on you. Good luck. Like even the recurring jokes in Airplane were done so well.
Oh my god, how is that so funny? Oh my god, there's this one scene that was absolutely killing me. It's when it's the bit with the co-pilot where the co-pilot's running out of air, so so the flight attendant has
Oh
to
yeah, give him a blowjob.
yeah, and then later sharing a cigar. Oh my god, that was the bit that killed me about it. They both have a cigarette afterwards. Motherfucker.
I think my favorite bit in the entire film is it's so bad, and you would never get away with it nowadays. But it's definitely that bit where the old lady goes up to African American gentleman and starts speaking jive.
Yeah.
It's just one of those moments where like you can't get away with that ever, even nowadays. But it was
Oh
just
my god.
it was hilarious but bad at the same time. Like it's
Almost like the fact where the subtitles for like the first time they were
oh,
speaking where
yeah.
it was all like very intelligent speak. Everything was like thrown through a thesaurus and shit. It's great. Because also, yeah, it's such a joke. It's such a good joke you wouldn't be able to do nowadays. At the same time, I can't imagine you being able to do that back then.
Uh,
Get two what? Get
then
two black guys on an airplane, hand them both scripts that are complete gibberish, and say, "All right, have fun."
hey Timmy,
Um,
ever been to an Albanian bathhouse or whatever that was?
oh my god, it's on. I love that movie so much, man. One of my favorite movies of all time. It's just unrelenting comedy. God damn.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you need me to record, or are you all set?
Oh yeah, I'm probably all set.
All right. I also did record my video part of this, so with your own audio, if you want a little behind the scenes bit.
Oh, nice. I'll probably include it in the credits.
Recording.